This is my REI Co-op Flexlite Camp Dreamer chair, and in this video, we'll be testing for its ease of setup, pack away, seat size, features, longevity, portability, and more. Before we set this up, here's what you get in the box: the chair fabric, the poles, a carry bag, and a removable headrest. First up, let's start with the poles. The pole setup is very intuitive. Just follow the shock cording and it'll guide you to the right place. When you're done, this is what it should look like. First, you should have 4 leg poles at the bottom. These poles here are for the bottom of the chair, and the longer ones at the back are for the top of the chair. Next, grab the fabric of the chair, look for the REI logo, and that's for the top of the chair. Then locate the pole pockets near the logo and insert it onto tall poles at the back. After that, secure the 2 bottom ends of the chair, and a pro tip here is to slip your finger into these webbing loops and pull the chair into place, because the first few times you use this chair, the last corner will be a bit tight, so the webbing loops really help. Every corner of the chair has these webbing loops, which is great. The last step is the removable headrest. This attaches to the top of the chair with these toggles. This is a full setup time-lapse of the Camp Dreamer. After a few days of using this chair, the last corner that we talked about will get slightly less tight, and my setup timing came in at about 1 minute and 12 seconds. Now here are the steps to pack away this tent. Step 1, remove the headrest and place it into the carry bag first. Step 2, remove the chair from the poles. Then lay the fabric on the ground and fold in the excess ends where the pockets are. Step 3, break down the poles and fold them all in towards the center pole. Step 4, wrap the poles up in the chair fabric and compress it as much as possible. The carry bag is top loading, the opening isn't super big, so you do have to make sure the overall package is tight enough. And step 5, insert the poles and fabric on top of the headrest and tighten the drawstring. Here's another full time lapse, and when I time myself, my pack away timing came in at 1 minute and 10 seconds. As for the unfolded dimensions, here's what I measured. The longest width is around the pocket-to-pocket area, which comes in at around 25 inches. The longest length from the back of the chair to the front of the seat comes in at about 26 inches. And the total height from the ground to the top of the chair comes in at 37 inches. This is slightly longer and slightly taller than the marketed specs, and you can reference them here. Now, if you want more detailed seat measurements, here's everything you need to know. Total seat width is almost 24 inches. Seat depth from the back to the front of the seat is 13.5 inches. The seat depth isn't the biggest, it doesn't cover my entire thighs, so there's a bit of sitting pressure there. It's not the most comfortable here, but not a deal breaker for me. The marketed seat height is about 12.5 inches. This is not the height from the front of the chair, because that comes in at almost 17 inches. Instead, this here is the height that they're actually referring to. When I tested it, the seat height came in at 12 inches, so pretty accurate. But when I sat down on the chair, it sank down by more than 2 inches, and the real seat height actually comes in at less than 10 inches. The backrest height, which is from where the seat ends to the top of the chair, comes in at 28.5 inches. I'm not very tall at all. I'll put my height on screen for some reference, but the tall backrest height was enough to cover my entire back, even all the way past the top of my head, so it was really comfy for me. And the backrest width is about 19 inches. Lastly, the angle of recline from the side is about 29 inches, so it's quite reclined. This Camp Dreamer comes with a headrest/pillow, and it's completely removable if you don't want to use it. Alternatively, you can just sweep it to the back of the chair if you don't want to use it, and it'll just hang off the top of the chair. Honestly, I didn't think this pillow was very comfy. It was quite stiff, and I would have preferred something softer. As for storage, there are 2 mesh pockets on this chair, one by each side. Each pocket measures about 6.5 by almost 4 inches. For some size reference, this is big enough for you to stick a phone in horizontally. And surprisingly, you can even fit a canned beverage in there. It's relatively secure and won't spill, provided your can isn't too full. For breathability, here's what I noticed. The chair doesn't have any mesh at all. It's just made of like a relatively lightweight fabric plus 2 extra slits in the chair at the bottom for some ventilation. After sitting on this chair for an hour, the temperature rose slightly more than I expected. I'll put the results of my testing on screen, so I think the fabric isn't quite as breathable as other lightweight high backs that I've tested. As for materials, the fabric is a 300 denier ripstop polyester with a DWR finish on the underside of the chair. As for the poles, they're made of regular aluminum. The center bar that the rest of the poles are connected to is thicker, coming in at almost 0.8 inches thick. The rest of the poles are slightly less thick, coming in at 0.67 inches. As for quality, I looked at the stitching first and found it to be good all around the entire chair. I also looked at the feet. These are very similar to most lightweight chairs. However, for the poles, REI uses a reverse structure for most other chairs, which is narrow at the front and wide on the sides, making it not the most stable chair that I've tested if you move around on it. Most other chairs, though, are wide at the front instead, and this feels more stable. Another quality issue is that I managed to use this chair for only about 3 days, and then it broke on me. The end of the pole pushed a hole through one of the bottom pole pockets, so it's completely unusable now. As for where this chair is made in, it's the Philippines. As for portability, the carry bag has only a tiny handle near the opening. The weight of the chair itself comes in at almost exactly 3 pounds. The headrest weighs 0.26 pounds. The carry bag weighs 0.14 pounds, so the total weight of everything comes in at 3.4 pounds, which is very accurate to the marketed weight. As for its pack size, mine measured about 21 by 7 by 6 inches. Here's what it looks like beside a 1 liter Nalgene bottle and a 2-person Coleman tent. For some reference, it is about 15% smaller than the tent. As for pros, first, this chair is lightweight and portable for a camping chair, coming in at just 3.4 pounds, and the pack size isn't too big either. The pricing is also great, and I think this is the biggest pro of the Dreamer. The MSRP you see here is the full price of the chair, and you can easily wait till it goes on a 30% sale to buy it. That's what I did. Compared to other similar lightweight high-back chairs on the market, the Camp Dreamer is definitely one of the cheaper ones. Here's just a few that I tested. Another pro is the larger than average seat size, with a seat width that's almost 24 inches, wider than the rest of the chairs here, and a seat depth of 13.5 inches that's also deeper than all the other chairs here. I also really liked the high-rise backing of the chair, plus the removable headrest as well. Yes, it was a bit stiff, but overall comfort-wise, this chair is decent. If this video has been helpful so far, please help me hit that like button. Thank you, and I really appreciate it. One con this chair has though, when you look at the seat measurements, is that the seat height is not high at all. Compared to the same chairs that we talked about, it has the second lowest seat height. So if you struggle to get out of low seating, this may not be the chair for you. Another big con is that the first setups will be very tight, and I'm not very strong, so it took a lot of muscle for me to get the pole into the bottom pole pocket. Another con, mine broke a few days in. The weight limit is 300 pounds. I don't think I'm anywhere close to that limit, so I'm quite certain it's just a manufacturing defect. Overall, I think the quality and the materials that you get are actually not too bad for the price if you get it on sale. These are not the best, but they're decent value for money on sale. Also, the pros do outweigh the cons. Just do be sure to test it out for at least a week to make sure yours doesn't have the same defect that mine did. But of course, it's not the very best chair you can get for your money. So if you'd like to check out other similar options before making your choice, do watch this video on screen. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in that one.